And we are live. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. It is 10:50 p.m. on January 5th of 2017. And today we're actually going to talk about one of my favorite tickers that I have in my position, or in my portfolio, I should say, as of right now. If you have not heard of this company is called Ecology, and it is a small up-and-coming company that is actually securing the rights to be the sole producer of pill bottles for medical marijuana and recreational marijuana in the country of Canada. Now, this company is on its way up. I picked this stock up. I don't remember when. I picked it up at 0009. I've been in here for a while, and I do know that this company will grow. Of course, I wouldn't be bringing it to you otherwise. If I thought it was going to do something different. Obviously, you can take a look at the chart there, and you can see what's kind of going on where we're at right now. Of course, you also have your overview as well to kind of give you an idea of what's the meat of this stock is. I didn't want to bring in the Thinkorswim chart this time. I feel like making it sideways is a bit of a problem, but we're going to use this one for now. So where do I begin? I am actually, before I should go any further, I am the official board moderator on the Investor Hangout page for Ecology Incorporated. I do stay up to date on this every single day. I have not been in contact with the company. I sent an email out a couple of weeks ago, and I have not received any responses, but I guess my prayers might have been answered or whatever, but we actually received news back on Tuesday that they were, or Monday, Tuesday, it was someday, I think it was Tuesday, that we received news that they had signed a deal with this company called Bovita, and they're going to put these small, they're kind of like cardboard pieces in their containers. What it does is it's a reverse osmosis piece of paper, cardboard thing. It's called a 4-gram hemp packet, and the way it works is it'll do reverse osmosis, and it'll actually be able to keep the humidity inside the container at a steady level for what would be perfect for a herb or a flower such as the marijuana. So I'm going to assume that the Canada Health, which is a company there, or the Health Canada, or the health system for Canada, the healthcare system for Canada, I'm going to assume they decided, you can't just ship it out and then, it would go bad. I mean, it would go bad eventually. The heat, the dryness, whatever. And they can't just put those little salt packets in there like you get when you go shopping or something and you get a new pair of shoes or something and throw a little salt packet in there. Because if that salt packet was to open, one, it would ruin the marijuana, and two, if someone was to ingest that, they would die. And that's not something that Canada wants on their record, or even Ecology, or the dispensary. So because of that, they had to go with an all-natural solution, and now that they've got that solution taken care of, I think that they're going to get this deal signed very quickly. Now, they released a PR regarding the Bovita partnership, but the most important part in that whole PR was actually regarding their status with Canada on the deal, and this is a very important part right here. I'm going to bring to you guys' attention. This new partnership will help both companies at a faster rate. They will be putting their design product to help keep the humidity down inside the meditators. Where is that? Where's it at? Yes, here we are. Bovita is the perfect marriage with your meditator in combination with our airtight containers. The humidity control pack will keep all of your contents inside the meditator at the perfect temperature. So it really won't ruin your flower or whatever you want to call it. And I don't know. I think it's a good thing that they're going to get another company into the real estate. Now, this is where this becomes very important. Bovita is currently a private company, but their product as of I want to be honest, I think it was back on I want to say it was Tuesday-ish. We actually, when we heard the news I was able to go to the website and I was able to find this. This is the, this is actually, I'll move myself out of the way here. There we go. This is actually a screenshot from the website about the Bovita 4-gram packet. Now here's the beautiful thing. Every single Meditainer that's sold has to have, it's come standard, one 4-gram Bovita packet. Here's the thing. As you can see there, the price is $13.25. As I discussed on my Periscope, I do believe that they are wanting good margins here. I'm going to assume the company is probably doing 50 to 65% margins, and Ecology probably wants 30 to 45% of that margins because they have the real estate, and I can make an assumption kind of just based off of other deals that have happened that are kind of like this. Ecology is probably netting $4 to probably about $4.50 a piece from every single Meditainer sold additional. Now you do have to keep in mind the stock, the base Meditainers are $15.95 a piece, and the customized ones I believe are $20.25. And of course the Bovita packet, now that these are all going in there, the prices will increase. So with that being said, they're probably doing, I just like to say an average of probably $19.75 a Meditainer, and they're going to do like 60,000 units this year. And when they go to get the Canada deal, they're going to be doing over 400,000, and that's where the big revenue's coming in. I don't really have to say anything else about this other than if you don't see what's happening, this company is growing very quickly. They have a huge market that they're going to be opening up to. As I mentioned on the Investor Hangout page, Canadian marijuana market is expected to do $10 billion alone this year. And just remember, every single piece of marijuana that's not a candy, wax, or any other melted down form that is not just the plant, the bud, it has to go in the Meditainer. So with that being said, you can assume probably 6.5, maybe $7 billion of those sales will be from the actual marijuana, if not more. And every single one of those that gets sold has to go in a Meditainer. So, and I'm sure that the Meditainer will be made at a very cost-effective way, both for the consumer and for the company. That way they aren't spending more money on the container than they are for the marijuana. So, like I said, a lot of stuff going on here. I do know that, I mean, it's fucking no-brainer. It's just, once again, I can't stop. I'm out of words. I'm really out of words. So I think if you're not already into this company, you should at least take a look into it, see if it's right for you. Do keep in mind this is more of an investment opportunity, not a trade opportunity, although there is a good place to be dumping and unloading. Right now, they're bouncing back and forth, but I think we've had 3 or 4 strong green days, so I really don't see any ending to that coming anytime soon. So with that being said, I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. Did I forget anything? No, I did not. So that's what I've got. Oh, I should actually mention the volume and stuff. We've actually had some really killer volume the past couple of days. Since December 27th. Since December 27th of last year, I believe we've done like 112 million in volume, which for a company that was trading at 0030 all the way up to 0050 almost, it's a pretty big deal to see a company trading that high, especially with huge news on the way. When the news comes, as I'll mention again, when the news comes, that's when this is really going to get to work. And no, I lie. Total volume since 12/27 of 16, 60,629,143. But like I said, as soon as the news comes out, which is pending, it's been pending for weeks, and when they finalize that deal, hopefully this week, there's really no reason why it will not play a huge role. And I really do believe we could see a copper, even maybe nickel, by this time next month if the news does come out, and we see very progressive movement here. So that's my opinion. It's totally up to you if you want to go ahead and take a look into that. As I mentioned before, if you're not following me on Twitter, of course that's @KyleDeal, and I do link every single one of these videos into my Twitter, so if you do miss one of these, it's always on my Twitter. But other than that, guys, it's been really good catching up. I will catch you all hopefully tomorrow. I'm not doing another stream tonight. I'm actually just going to go to bed, and we're going to wake up, and maybe I'll do 3 streams tomorrow. Who knows? Adios, guys. Good night.